Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I just quickly want to show you, a new method that I think you guys can use to trade, Binary.com, which I've actually come up with. And I know a number of you guys will so much appreciate this for some of us that actually love, custom indicators. Now, these are some of the real strategy that some real forex traders are using, which I was able to come up on Binary.com. Like in the first place, these are the indicators we'll be using. We use TDI and we use Fisher. Making use of these two, and at the same time we will use support and resistance indicator as well. These are the three indicators that are here. These are the supports in here, and this is TDI. This is Fisher. Now, what we'll be focusing on is on trend following, strategy, and what we'll just really be looking at right now. What we'll be looking at right now is on working by the indicators. Now, whenever the three indicators actually gives you the same direction, you go in the direction of what they give you, and with this you should be able to trade properly. Now, for example, let's give a let us see some of the things that we can do from here. There for us to see our buy and sell signal, which we can quickly make use of in there. It's a very simple algorithm, like what we used to say. Now, let's get started from here. We want to assume this, that if you look at this, you look at the crossover here, and you look at the futures, and you look at the Fishers, you see that the three aligns together. In a situation like this, you can actually trade in for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, because it comes down, you should be able to make your money from there. Let's assume that we enter from here. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you would have made your money from here. So that means we would have won this to start with. That's number 1. Let's check the second one. Always remember that I said there must be a crossover. There must be a crossover from TDI. There must be a change in your Fisher, and there must be an indication from your support and resistance. It is when this one gives you the signal that you actually coming from there. So now let us assume that there is a crossover here, but it's still here as well, and we have the very first change of color from the Fisher. So that means we trigger it from, let's say we enter from here, so that's will be number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We would have actually made the money as well too from there. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for this 5 now, we would have won that as well. So that means this one too would have won it. But let's say probably we enter as well too from here, and from here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You would have won this as well too. And for every crossover there, that's what you're doing. You can see this one goes up as well. Let us see this. From here you can see these, you can see these, and you can see this. You see now it rallies down, and it's made its money as well from there. So those are some of the things we can actually go with, and I've actually tested it over time in such a way that I've been able to have some very nice results with it. Can you see this as well? It goes up with it because it's just trend following. You can see this, see this, see this, everything comes down. So those are some of the things you'll be looking at. Just always get ready with them from here. You should be able to make your money from there. Now I'm not giving assurance of 100% return from here, but nonetheless you should be able to improve your trading skill considerably well. Now let us consider this. Let's say probably we enter from here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We would have still won it as well, and it goes up. It still goes up as well. The major thing is you as knowing when to come in. Can you see now? So it has always been a very good experience if you know what you're doing. Now, as a matter of fact, these are some of the things that real traders are using, which I can actually assure you of, because I read this in a forum, and I was able to see that a lot of people have actually been using this, and they've been making very good results with it. So why not bring it down to binary.com, and let's see what we can actually do with it. Now another one I would like to show us is this. Now you can see that in this angle the feature indicator hasn't actually changed the color, and that's why you can see the TDI in a very flat position. So that means this one is still flat. The market is flat from there. What you're just going to do now is to wait for this to make its own decision in order for you to know where you'll be coming from. And once you can find it, to be able to know where you're going. Let us check it whether it has actually gone more than that or not. Can you see now it is still on the same level? So what you're just going to do is to wait for it, and from there you will be able to make your decision. Now I haven't shown you that. It's a very simple thing. What I'm going to do is I will drop the download link in the description. I will drop the download link in the description of the video, so that you guys can actually go there and you just download it, and you try as much as possible to see how far you can go with it. If probably you can make some very nice green color from there, and I believe you should be able to do. Now this is what I've been using over time. You can see my results and what I've been testing even on the MetaTrader 5 here. As you guys can see, you can see my results so far, what I've been testing here, and I think it's been that's very good, because this is 17,000. It's actually still on demo, but at least I've been able to practice it to some extent, and I've been able to see some real results from it, which I believe we can actually go into and we make use of a live account. But at least I haven't actually showed us that we should be able to trade it off, and we can see this is some of the things I've been doing. You can see 25, 26. I've been practicing it, and it's been bringing in some very nice return. I'm still practicing on it because I'm not that good in forex and all that, and that's what I'm actually still waiting for. So I'll just keep updating you guys on the real strategy that you can be using. Now most of the time what I used to do is to trade on 5 minutes, not just 1 minute, because 1 minute to me it's too deadly for my own liking. Of course, for some of you guys that are actually very good in that, you should do it, but personally that's what I make use of. Now another way you can actually filter this TDI into making very good results for yourself is this. You can come here and you remove the yellow color, and you remove the yellow color from there. You put it at none, so that you can always enter from just the crossover of using. Now that's such excellent an indicator. You can see here, you can see that's how very good this indicator can be. TDI is one of the best indicators that a lot of traders have been using, and they've always been testifying to the fact that it's been that good. Now if you actually want to enter from here, you have to wait for the very first color. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can see it goes up and all that. At crossovers, but this one now you wouldn't enter because this hasn't actually changed. So like I just said, so that's what we're going to do. And what I'm going to do now is this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this as a template, so that you guys should be able to see it. We can as well call it let's call it trend Digbees. At least once you guys see this, you'll be able to know it's from Digbees experts, and be able to know what you're doing. Now this is one of indicator I'm using as well, but it's not for today. We will talk about that afterwards, but now I've saved that for you guys, so I'll just save it and send it. Drop the download link in the description and that for you guys to be able to check it out and just trade with it. Thanks and God bless. I appreciate you for now. Bye.